Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I'm Punita Bakshi with the Midday News. The headlines. Infrastructure development, making India a $5 trillion economy. Farmers' welfare and water security are the highlights of the first budget of Narendra Modi government's second term. 125,000 kilometres of roads to be upgraded. Bharatmala Phase 2 to be launched to develop state road network. 2 crore houses to be provided under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana to rural beneficiaries. Government to ensure Har Ghar Jal in the next 5 years. Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana announced to establish a robust fisheries management framework. A mission to be launched to integrate traditional artisans and their products with global markets. 1 crore more free LPG connections to be given under Ujjwala Yojana. No change proposed for personal income tax rate below 2 crores. Interest deduction for house purchase to be enhanced up to 3.5 lakh rupees. Duty hiked on petrol and diesel, split air conditioners, stainless steel products, cigarettes and tobacco products. Fully automatic GST refund module proposed. Rashtriya Swachhata Kendra to be inaugurated on Mahatma Gandhi's birth anniversary this year. And National Sports Education Board to be set up to prepare youth for new age skill. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman presented the first general budget of Narendra Modi government's second term today. Infrastructure development, vision for making India a $5 trillion economy, farmers' welfare and water security are some of the key features of Mrs. Sitharaman's first budget as Finance Minister. She said that the NDA government had set the ball rolling for a new India and showed that the principle of reform, perform and transform can succeed. The Finance Minister exuded confidence that India will become a $5 trillion economy in the next few years.
Our economy was at approximately $1.85 trillion when we formed the government in 2014. Within 5 years, it has reached $2.7 trillion. Hence, it is well within our capacity to reach the $5 trillion in the next few years.
Mrs. Sitharaman put forth government's 10-point vision for the next decade to take India to newer heights. These are building physical and social infrastructure, digital India reaching every sector of the economy, pollution-free India with green Mother Earth and blue skies, Make in India with particular emphasis on MSMEs, startups, defense manufacturing, automobiles, electronics and medical devices, water management, clean rivers, blue economy, space programs, Gaganyaan, Chandrayaan and satellite programs, self-sufficiency and export of food grains, pulses, oilseeds, fruits and vegetables, health society Ayushman Bharat, well-nourished women and children, safety of citizens, and team in India with Jan Bhagidari, minimum government, maximum governance. Asserting that connectivity is the lifeblood of an economy, the Finance Minister said the government has given a massive push to all forms of physical connectivity through Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, industrial corridors, dedicated freight corridors, Bharatmala and Sagarmala projects, Jal Marg Vikas and Udan schemes. Mrs. Sitharaman said under the third phase of Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, road length will be upgraded.
With the changing economic scenario, it is important to upgrade roads connecting villages to the rural markets. For this, Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana Phase 3 is envisaged to upgrade 125,000 kilometres of road length over the next 5 years with an estimated cost of 80,250 crores of rupees.
She said Bharatmala program would help develop national road corridors and highways, while Sagarmala would enhance port connectivity, modernization and industrialization.
To take connectivity infrastructure to the next level, we will build on the successful model in ensuring power connectivity. One nation, one grid. Earlier we spoke about one nation, one card for mobility of common man. Now it is one nation, one grid. That has ensured power availability to states at affordable rate. I propose to make available a blueprint this year for developing gas grids, water grids, highways and regional airports.
Mr. Sitaraman said around 2 crore houses are proposed to be provided in the next 3 years to the eligible beneficiaries under the second phase of Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin. The finance minister said the government keeps Antyodaya at the core of its efforts, adding that in everything it does, it keeps Gaon, Garib or Kisan in mind. The budget proposes to invest widely in agricultural infrastructure with an aim to encourage Annadata to become Urjadata. The finance minister said the government will support private entrepreneurship in driving value addition to farmers' produce and for those from allied activities.
We shall go back to basics on one count. Zero budget farming may not be a new thing. That is why I said we'll go back to basics. We need to replicate this innovative model. Some states have already tried somewhat. We need to replicate this innovative model through which in a few states farmers are already being trained in this practice. Steps such as this can help in doubling our farmers' income in time for our 75th year of independence.
With the focus on fishing and fishermen communities, the government has announced Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. Under the scheme, the Fisheries Department will establish a robust fisheries management framework. This will address critical gaps including infrastructure, modernization, productivity, post-harvest management and quality control. The government has announced several incentives for startups. Carry forward and set-off of losses for startups is proposed to be relaxed on certain conditions. The budget also proposes to start a television program within the DD bouquet of channels exclusively for startups. It will serve as a platform for promoting startups and discussing issues affecting their growth. There is no change in the personal income tax rates on annual income below 2 crore rupees. No change proposed for personal income tax rate below 2 crores. However, surcharge on individuals having taxable income from 2 crores to 5 crores and 5 crores and above to be enhanced so that effective tax rate will increase by around 3% and 7% respectively.
I therefore propose to enhance the surcharge on individuals having taxable income from 2 crore to 5 crores and 5 crore and above so that effective tax rates for these two categories will increase by around 3% and 7% respectively.
Finance Minister proposed to increase the threshold for applicability of lower corporate tax rate of 25% from 250 crores to 400 crore rupees.
I aim to simplify tax administration and bring greater transparency. Currently, a lower rate of 25% is only applicable to companies having annual turnover up to 250 crores. I propose to widen this to include all companies having an annual turnover of up to 400 crores.
It is also proposed to make return filing compulsory for persons who have deposited more than 1 crore rupees in a current account in a year or who have expended more than 2 lakh rupees on foreign travels or more than 1 lakh rupees on electricity consumption in a year. Interest deduction is proposed to be enhanced up to 3.5 lakh rupees for purchase of a house. Existing interest deduction is up to 2 lakh rupees. Under indirect taxes, Finance Minister proposed several changes as an incentive for domestic value addition and Make in India. Custom duty and capital goods used for manufacturing of certain electronic items including set-top box, compact camera module, mobile phone charger, lithium-ion cell has been withdrawn. Several electronic goods including split air conditioners, digital video recorder, CCTV camera and loudspeaker will now attract more duty ranging from 5 to 15%. Custom duty on certain automobile parts is proposed to be increased ranging from 2.5 to 5%. However, parts for exclusive use of electric vehicles have been made duty-free. Finance Minister also proposed to provide deduction of up to 1,50,000 rupees for interest paid on loan taken for purchase of electric vehicles. Duty on petroleum crude and specified electronic goods like switches, sockets and plugs has been rationalized. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said the budget will play an important role in making of New India.
ये बजट आशा, विश्वास और आकांक्षा का बजट, ये बजट 21वीं सदी के भारत की अपेक्षाओं को पूरा करने और न्यू इंडिया के निर्माण में एक अहम कड़ी साबित हो। ये बजट वर्ष 2022 यानी आजादी के 75 वर्ष से जुड़े संकल्पों को पूरा करने में देश का मार्ग निर्धारण करेगा।
A special budget discussion program will continue on all the social media platforms of News Services Division of All India Radio from 2:30 p.m. Tune in to the FM Gold channel of All India Radio at 9:30 tonight for a live Radio Bridge program. Experts sitting in Delhi studio will speak to experts in our regional news units in Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, Guwahati, Lucknow and Ahmedabad. The Sensex of the Bombay Stock Exchange plunged 229 points or 0.6% to trade at 39,679 in the afternoon trade on the day of Union Budget presentation. The Nifty at the National Stock Exchange slipped 81 points or 0.7% to 11,866. At the Forex market, the rupee traded flat at 69.51 against the dollar in intraday deals. FICCI has welcomed the Union Budget saying target of disinvestment worth 1.5 lakh crore rupees is a good initiative. Talking to media, FICCI President Sandeep Somani said encouragement of PPP model in railways is a desirable measure.
The statement that the Honourable Finance Minister made that she will make it simpler and cheaper to get access to the power through the open access is a very, very good statement. It needs to be seen what they will do to ease it, but I think that can bring the cost down for industry. Payment platform for the MSME is an excellent idea by which the MSME sector can log on all their invoices onto a central government server and anybody not paying on time can be hauled up.
The by-polls for 2 Rajya Sabha seats in Gujarat are being held at the State Assembly complex in Gandhinagar today. Ruling BJP has fielded External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar and senior party worker from North Gujarat, Jugalji Thakur, as its candidates. Congress has fielded party leader from South Gujarat, Gaurav Pandya, and former Minister Chandrika Chudasama. The seats fell vacant following the resignations of Union Ministers Amit Shah and Smriti Irani after their election in recent Lok Sabha polls. In Wimbledon tennis, Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal have advanced to the third round. 8-time Wimbledon champion Federer defeated British wildcard Jay Clark, while 2-time champion Nadal beat Australian Nick Kyrgios. World number 1 Novak Djokovic, Kevin Anderson, Karolina Pliskova and Simona Halep are among those who also advanced to the third round. In the ICC Cricket World Cup, Pakistan will take on Bangladesh in their final league game at Lord's today. The match will begin at 3 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Infrastructure development, making India a $5 trillion economy. Farmers' welfare and water security are the highlights of the first budget of Narendra Modi government's second term. 125,000 kilometres of roads to be upgraded. Bharatmala Phase 2 to be launched to develop state road network. 2 crore houses to be provided under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana to rural beneficiaries. Government to ensure Har Ghar Jal in the next 5 years. Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana announced to establish a robust fisheries management framework. A mission to be launched to integrate traditional artisans and their products with global markets. 1 crore more free LPG connections to be given under Ujjwala Yojana. No change proposed for personal income tax rate below 2 crores. Interest deduction for house purchase to be enhanced up to 3.5 lakh rupees. Duty hiked on petrol and diesel, split air conditioners, stainless steel products, cigarettes and tobacco products. Fully automatic GST refund module proposed. And with that, we end the midday news.